Now that we've put all that time and effort into setting up our project, it's time to finally see our house with some different roofing options on it. Just to reiterate, before we move on to this step, we want to make sure that we've selected any foreground objects, masked off or outlined our roofing surfaces, set the perspective for each surface, and then grouped our surfaces together. We will enter the visualization phase of the project by clicking on the Visualize tab at the top here. First, you'll notice that we have the option to either show or hide outlines. All this does is show or hide the blue outlines that we've had up until this point, and they disappear once we've chosen a product to superimpose on our roof, so it doesn't really matter what this is set on, but it can be helpful in confirming our selections. So let's get started by clicking on one of our surfaces. Since we took the extra step to group our surfaces together, we only need to do this once here. We would have to repeat this process for each surface if we chose not to group them together. After selecting our surface, we finally see the options we have for various roofing products. I'll just click on rustic shingle for now, and then our color options will appear below. Let's choose shake gray, and the visualizer may take a minute while it works its magic, and there we go. Now this looks ridiculous, and that is by design. I purposely did not set the perspective on this portion of the roof, and I set the perspective wrong over here because I wanted to emphasize how important correct perspective is, and then show you how to go back and fix it or tweak it if you're off a little bit. So let's click on the Draw tab and make some changes. We first need to select our roofing surface, and then we have the option to set our perspective. I'll move the anchor points into the correct position, click Apply, select my other surface, click Set Perspective, correct my anchor points, and click Apply once more. Clicking on the Visualize tab will take us back to where we were, and after the visualizer recalculates our changes, you'll see the roofing surfaces update, and that looks much better. Now, the scale is still off a bit, so let's click on the Draw tab again, and without selecting any of our roofing surfaces, we have the option to set scale here. Clicking the button will bring up the same form we had at the very beginning of our project, and we want to make the same selection as before, and then we will change our measurements. Entering a larger measurement will make the shingles appear smaller, and a smaller measurement will make them appear larger. We will need to click back on the Visualize tab to see how it looks now, and that looks good, but just note that this is usually a back and forth process for me, usually about 3 or 4 times before I have everything looking as accurate as possible. So keep tweaking until things look right to you. Let's look at a different product and color really quick. Click on your roofing surface to select it. Let's choose Countryman or Shake this time, and Mustang Brown. The visualizer will update, and that's how easy it is to compare various products and colors once everything is set up properly.